Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever Sandbox Edition, and this is the final official episode of the series. We will be having, of course, a ride-along episode coming up sometime in the future once I've had time to enhance the map and plan out my routes, record some ride-alongs and all that. But today, we just want to completely step away from freight to fly. Fly indeed. So off screen I spent a little bit of time adding a few airports around the map, and I had to add a few tram lines, one here in Downey, one over here in Augusta who got airports. Waco's had an airport. I gave Miramar a small airport. It had a big one. It doesn't need a big one because reasons. We gave Simi Valley's had an airport for a while. Riverside, I put one in some time ago. Cedar Rapids, of course, got an airport. It can have this capacity or coverage. People from here can, I have seen them walk right across the freight station. So yeah, about that. So that is a thing. We have Ventura has a major airport. Santa Clarita also has a major airport, and I gave Memphis one as well. I also added a tram line that went from here all the way around up to there because for the most part it's a really simple loop that we have, and the town has extended, so I'm not really doing as good as I could with apparently these trams. I'm making a profit, all right about that. Anyway, I did add a new tram line here, and its frequency is 72, but you know what? We're not on the ground. That was just to help encourage people to get to the airports. So now, if we take a look at our airlines, we have a total of 5 airlines. Cape Coral to Chula Vista, Cape Coral to Simi Valley. So, Cape Coral's here. We go to Simi Valley, we go to Chula Vista. We have, of course, Ventura to Cape Coral, Ventura to Chula Vista. So basically those 4 airports are connected in a kind of diamond of sorts. So what we would like to do is now connect the rest of the airports that we have. And actually we have one here in Tampa, which is very close to... Actually, yeah, it's within range of the station. So anyone over in Toledo who wants to jump on the M300 can jump over to Tampa and grab the M300. We also have the bus station here, which looks like it's in range. Plus, we should also have a tram somewhere right here, which is definitely within range. So that's the thing. People can get to the airport. So what are we going to connect up first? Well, we have the Waco airport. There's nothing coming from there. We have Miramar, Augusta to connect up. Obviously, we're not going to do Waco to Cape Coral. That would be silly. What I might do is Waco to Chula Vista. There's only 2 of them in here. So let's set that up right now. We are going to, first of all, buy an aircraft. We're going to go with the Douglas DC-3, and we are going to new line this from there over to Chula Vista, and this is going to be Air Chula Vista to Waco. We're going to choose that as our color. Alright, so Waco is connected to the network. Cape Coral is. We have Miramar. I think Miramar wants to connect to possibly Riverside. So we'll do that. We have buy aircraft. We're going to Douglas DC-3. And we are going to put this on new line. It is going to go from Miramar all the way over to Riverside is right there. We are going to choose that for the color, and this is going to be called Air Riverside to Miramar. And now next up we have Augusta. You know what? Augusta might want to be connected up to Henderson. So we'll do that. We'll buy an aircraft here. And we'll set new line from Henderson over to Augusta. And this is Air Augusta to Henderson. And we'll choose that color. Now, who has an airport that hasn't been connected? Downey. You could definitely use a line. So we're going to buy an aircraft. We're going to buy a DC-3. And we're going to go new line from Downey over to how about Santa Clarita? And this is going to be called Air Downey to Santa Clarita. And we'll choose that color. Now Memphis, you're not having anyone. Alright, we are going to... oh no. We're going to buy aircraft, and we are going to set this to new line. This is going to be Air... where is this? Memphis to somewhere. No, not to as, because I do not have an as. Memphis over to how about Tampa? How about Indeed? So that is going to be Memphis to Tampa. We're going to color it that. Now Henderson, you got a connection. Good. Riverside, you have one. Cedar Rapids is all alone. Well, Cedar Rapids, you know what I think you should fly to? You should fly to new line. From there over to we already have a Tampa to Cedar Rapids train. I think it's Tampa Cedar Rapids. You know what? Waco. There we go. Waco now has a second one. We're going to go Air Cedar Rapids to Waco. We're going to color it that color. Now, any other places that do not have Miramar, you have to Riverside. Augusta, you have to Henderson. Downey, you have to Santa Clarita. Simi Valley, you have 2 connections. So what I would like to do, you are going to go... you know what? Memphis. Oh, did I not... did I bother? Yep, this is Memphis to Tampa. Buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. Select line, new line. We're going to go from Memphis over to Downey. Although with that said, no, I don't think so. Memphis to... I did Henderson, so no. Memphis to... maybe Waco. We'll color that. Air Memphis to Waco. Memphis? Never heard of the place. Memphis to Waco. And we are definitely going to want to put some more planes on the line. So here has 3. Cedar Rapids, Chula Vista, and Memphis. Really, Chula Vista. Okay. We have over here at Miramar, you're lonely, so what we would like to do is buy an aircraft. Douglas DC-3. You are currently going to Riverside, so we are going to new line it. From here, let's see, Riverside, which is right over here. You know what? Riverside to Henderson. We'll color it that. Air Riverside to, oh no, not Miramar to Henderson. Alright, so now Henderson has 2. Now, Memphis, let's see, Miramar, we're going to give you another one. Buy aircraft. And we want to set line, new line. We want to color that. Miramar, Henderson and Riverside. Henderson, Riverside. How about Santa Clarita? Air Miramar to Santa Clarita. So you have 3 now. Santa Clarita has 2. Who is next? Augusta. You only have 1. You're a little bit lonely. Tampa. You know what? Tampa to Augusta. Although you already have an M300 line. Buy aircraft. Select line. New line. We are going to send you from Augusta over to we already have Augusta to Henderson, Miramar to Henderson. Cedar Rapids. Although with that said, I think I've already extended my high-speed train to Cedar Rapids, so yeah, about that. So we have Air Cedar Rapids to Augusta. We are going to color it that. And now what I would like to do, we are just going to let that run. Throw Waco there. Cape Coral there. Miramar there. Oh wow. The lag. Oh, the lag. We have nothing in Patterson. Tampa. You need a couple. Chula Vista, you got 3. And really, let's call it Chula Vista, and this is going to be called Augusta, not August, Augusta. You are going to be called Waco, and you are going to be Miramar. Alright, so we have Simi Valley, we have Chula Vista, we have Riverside. Oh wow. Oh, the lag. The lag is getting even worse with these on the screen. Let's get rid of that, because that is just silly. No, not Riverside. Riverside. And then we have Henderson. And we have Cedar Rapids. Wow. Can you not call it bus tram station? Because it's not a bus tram station. They need to come up with better naming. The airports should have a default naming scheme. Train stations should have a default naming scheme. The ports should have a default naming scheme. Yeah, I bet that. Henderson, Cedar Rapids, we got Santa Clarita, and I don't even want to know what the FPS would be on this map. Memphis. Can we get Memphis? Yes, we can. Oh. Oh. And Ventura West. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 airports. Alright, so these all have connections. I'm going to throw Augusta over here. We're going to throw Ventura West over here. Tampa East. We'll throw it over here. Got Riverside. Alright, so what we like to do is Riverside to Tampa? Nah. Santa Clarita to Tampa, possibly? Sure, let's do that. Can we... Can I buy a plane from here? Yes, I can. Buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. Wow. I must be down to like 1 or 2 FPS right now. And we want to set this to a new line. And what I'm going to do is we're going to color it. Let's go that. And we're going to hopefully, yes, nice. All right, so Santa Clarita, Downey, Miramar. Sure. Can I click on that to add it? Can I add it? Can I use this to add it? Oh, no, I can't. I'll be back in just a moment. There we go. All right, we have... Wow. Don't have too many airports open at the same time. Tampa to Santa Clarita. All right. So we have... Yeah, let's make another one from Santa... Actually, no. We already have 3. Let's close that out. We are going to close Miramar and Waco, Cape Coral, Ventura, and Chula Vista. Wow. Things are a little bit more responsive. All right, Riverside, which is kind of central in the map. Can I? Yes, I can. Nice. We're gonna buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. And now, where do we want to send Riverside to? Riverside to... We could do Augusta. Yeah, that could work. Set line. New line. We are going to color this that color. We're going to call this Air Riverside to Augusta. I think it was Augusta. All right. Oh, bother. Let's click away, and now we have Augusta here. We have Riverside over there. Yeah, we need to complete the line. All right, so now Augusta is complete, has 3 lines. What is next? We have Henderson, we have Riverside. That's 2. If I do 1 to there, 1 to there, 1 to there. So 3 more lines. Memphis, which is over northeast, to not Henderson. You know what? I just might do a Henderson. Can I click on that to buy? Nope. We'll buy. Really? You should be on the air, Augusta to Henderson. Buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. And we want Memphis. No. Not Memphis to Henderson. Because that's just over the hill. Memphis to Memphis to Air Memphis to. We already have Tampa. We already have Santa Clarita. No, we already have Tampa and Waco. So yeah, Simi Valley would be the next option. And that is right down here. And this is going to be Memphis to Simi Valley. And that's Memphis over there. We are going to color it that. All right, so Memphis and Simi Valley have 3 lines. We have either Cedar Rapids. All right, so we have Henderson's like up here. Cedar Rapids is down here. We have Riverside right over there. And we got Tampa, which is over there. I'm thinking maybe Henderson to Cedar Rapids and Tampa to... You know what? Although Cedar Rapids to Riverside, no. I wouldn't mind Tampa to Cedar Rapids, maybe Riverside to Henderson. Let's go over and buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. And we are going to set this line to new line, which is going to be Riverside over to Henderson. And this is going to be air side to Henderson. We are going to color it that color. Riverside, and now Henderson. Tampa East is the last one. Can I buy a plane? Yes, I can. Buy aircraft. Douglas DC-3. Alright, so I had a little bit of technical difficulties and lost a little bit of the recording. And so what I've pretty much been doing, it looked like I was just setting up the Tampa to whichever line it was, Tampa to Cedar Rapids. And so now what I'm doing is I'm going around to each of the airports, or rather each of the lines, this line, and we're just adding additional planes on the various lines. Wow, we have a lot of planes to add. So, alright about that. What I'm going to do, alright, so as it turns out, apparently Downey only has one airline. Huh, we missed Downey. Well, about that then. Which lines can we reroute? You know what, I might just do Downey. Actually, which one do I want to toss? Because Downey over to maybe Waco? No. Augusta to Henderson. Cedar Rapids to Augusta. Cedar Rapids, Chula Vista, no. Santa Clarita to Downey, that's the one we have. Memphis to Simi Valley, Memphis, Tampa. Miramar to Henderson. What we could do is we can Miramar to Henderson. What we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, Miramar to Henderson. Where's the plane? The plane is in Miramar, so we are going to keep this, except we're going to scrap Henderson, and we're going to bring it here to Downey. So this is going to be the Miramar to Downey, and then we are also going to want to have a line going over to Henderson, and then this is going to be air Downey to Henderson. All right about that. We are going to want to buy a plane here in Downey, buy aircraft, and we are going to Downey to Henderson. We're going to color this that color. Now, this has 3. Miramar has 3. And Henderson should have 3. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so where was I? Santa Clarita has been existing already, although Memphis to Simi Valley is a recent one. We have one plane right now, which is at Simi Valley, so what I would like to do is hop over to Memphis. We're going to buy Douglas DC-3 for the Memphis to Simi Valley line. And should I just Cedar Rapids to Waco? Where is the plane right now? It's in Cedar Rapids. Let's hop over to Waco, buy planes, and we are going to Cedar Rapids to Waco. Air Chula Vista to Waco. that plane is a Chula Vista to Waco. Let's hop over to Chula Vista and buy aircraft, Douglas DC-3, and Chula Vista to Waco. Now we have Downey to Henderson, Downey to Santa Clarita. This one is in Downey. This one is in Downey. So we are going to pop over to Santa Clarita, buy aircraft, Douglas DC-3. And this is for the Downey to Santa Clarita. And here we want to hop over to Henderson, buy aircraft, Douglas DC-3, and Downey to Henderson. We have a few more, 2, 3, 4, 9 planes to add. Wow. We are going to Memphis. Are we in? Where's that plane right now? That one's in Memphis. Let's hop over to Tampa. Let's let time tick. Buy aircraft. It's DC-3. And this is going to be the Memphis to Tampa line. Memphis to Waco. The plane is currently in Memphis. So we'll buy another one over here in Waco. Buy aircraft, Douglas DC-3. And Waco to Memphis. What I'll probably just do is just not care where I buy them from. This one's in Miramar. Let's go over to Downey. Palm Bay and Downey. Downey to which line was I doing? Miramar to Downey. Next up is Miramar to Santa Clarita. This plane is in Miramar right now. We'll just buy a second one from there. And Miramar to Santa Clarita. Let that run. Riverside to Augusta. And Riverside to Henderson. Biplanes. And we want Riverside to Henderson. And Riverside to Augusta. There we go. And we also want one for Riverside to Miramar. Now we have Tampa. We'll just buy them from here. Cedar Rapids and Santa Clarita. Tampa, Cedar Rapids, and buy another one. And Santa Clarita. So now we have 2 planes on every line, although based on the frequency we may need to add even more. We have the Cape Coral to Simi Valley line making some money. Otherwise we're losing money. And yeah, 22 minutes. Yeah, about this. So what I'm just going to do, we are going to quickly scan Memphis to Tampa. We're going to buy DC-3. Memphis to Tampa. That brings it down to 10 minutes. That's fine. Memphis to Waco is 19 minutes. We'll buy another one. Memphis to Tampa. Oh no. No. Memphis. not you. Someone I just bought. You go be sold. Memphis. Buy aircraft. Memphis to Simi Valley is a 13-minute frequency. We might as well buy another one. Memphis to Simi Valley. Now, let's let that run. Augusta to Henderson. By DC3. And we want Augusta to Henderson. Brings it down to a 10-minute frequency. Cedar Rapids to Augusta. What other lines do we have here? Coming in at Augusta or Henderson. Augusta to Henderson is down to a 10-minute frequency. Downey to Henderson is 11-minute frequency. That's fine. And Riverside to Henderson should be 7 minutes. Alright, I bet that. Let's take another look at Cedar Rapids to Augusta. Hop over there. By Douglas DC3. And Cedar Rapids to Augusta. And we also have, what other places from Augusta do we have? Augusta to Henderson is 10-minute frequency. Riverside to Augusta is 11-minute frequency. That's fine. Miramar to Santa Clarita. Let's hop over here. We might need 2 of them. This is Santa. Bother. Miramar to Santa Clarita is 22-minute frequency. Yep, let's Miramar to Santa Clarita. Memphis to Waco. Buy aircraft. Memphis to Waco. And beyond that, do we have any that are essential to Tampa to Santa Clarita? Let's buy aircraft. And Tampa to Santa Clarita. That is down to 11-minute frequency. I think I'll leave it there. Right now, we're not really making any money, and we're most likely not getting much in the way of passengers. We have only just started these lines, so it'll take some time for them to, of course, be interested in riding. Now, with that said, here in Santa Clarita, you know what? Miramar to Santa Clarita, do we have any vehicles over here? You are just about to take off. So what we are going to do is we are going to ride this one. Let's go into first person. Although we are currently on 1 speed. Let's speed it up to 3 speed. And here we go. The lag. Would be curious what the FPS is. Climbing at 99 kilometers an hour. The We'll get up to its 333 kilometer hour cruising speed. And is it still climbing, or is it... Alright, anytime now. Are you going to go any faster? Or is it just because you're still climbing? Gonna level off. Anytime. Let's go back in first person. My DC-3s better not be bugged. 98 kilometers an hour is slow. And all we can see is the sky. Oh, we're leveling off. And 101. We're accelerating. At this point, though, what we are probably going to do is wrap things up here. And we are accelerating. Nice. We'll be flying over Phoenix. We have Henderson off in the distance to the left. McKinney way off into the right. And now, cruising speed, 332 kilometers an hour. 333. Nice. Yeah, maybe I should be using the big jumbo jets. Just because the distance. And coming over Phoenix, we have Riverside off in the distance. We have Columbus over to the left. Such a very good view. And there is Chula Vista coming up on the left. Or no, that's Norfolk. We have Gilbert over on the right. Chula Vista is coming into view on the left. We can see the Chula Vista Airport's runway. Santa Clarita, I think, is off in the right off screen. Flying over the center of the map. Gilbert is sprawled across the river. Quite interesting. Theoretically, we could get a merger of Norfolk and Gilbert, although the cities would have to grow significantly. And we have Tampa in the distance in the left. And Patterson is coming into view. Palm Bay over to the right. And so beyond that, we will probably see Cape Coral after we pass through the the river valley. Toledo, you can just barely make it out on the left. And I don't think we're going to catch sight of Augusta. Although we could. Yep, I see a little bit over there on the right. Although the mountains are mostly hiding things. And yeah, there, Cape Coral can be seen over that mountain peak. Waco may not be seen. Oh no. Can make it just a little bit of what looks to be. There's Waco Airport. Yep. Alright, the buildings are coming to view. And Miramar coming into view. We're getting ready to land. And it's been an enjoyable run. There's been some frustrations, especially with planes. Or not planes, trains. I barely use planes. I brought back the DC-3 because I've never had the opportunity to use them when they were around. Of course, with that said, back in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, when I really should have been using them, I wasn't really expanded across the map as much as I was. And the map is relatively hilly, so there wasn't really much place necessarily for an airport. So yeah, about that. I was really focusing on rail at that time. Of course, I had my buses. Anyway, at this point in time, as we're coming into Miramar, I'll say thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever Sandbox Edition. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SP Gaming. And as always, have a great day.